I'm going to do a video here on an accessory, which is the RB model. It's the T-90 barrel, the 125 millimeter. I got this because I wasn't happy with the barrel that comes in the T-90 kits from Trumpeter, so I wanted to replace them with something, and this is basically the cheapest barrel that I could find. And it also, looking it up, it doesn't really specify what kit this barrel is for. It states it's for a T-90, but it doesn't say like what company or anything. So we'll just have a look at the barrel, and then I'll have a look at some of the other tanks it might be compatible with. So I'll just zoom in here, and we can see the packaging here, the RB model. It's 35B128, the part number 135th scale, 125 2A46M L48 barrel, and it says T90, and that's all the real information you get on it. It doesn't specify the actual kit. Now I'll pull apart the package and get out the pieces. You're not provided with any instructions or any information at all, really. So I'll start with the photo etch sheet, which they include, which is right here. It's a really nice sheet. It shouldn't be a problem to figure this out, how to put it on the barrel. You've got the various straps for the jacketing, and it looks like a pretty nice sheet. Then we've got various small parts, like there's a collar here, and you'll be able to see like they did quite a bit of detail to it. If it'll focus on here. You can see the edge. Now try and get it to focus. Here we go. You can see the details on it. Very fine detail. I should say that this barrel retails for roughly $15. This piece, I'm not exactly sure what it is yet, but it's brass, finely turned, and the fume extractor part, it's not just like a solid tube or anything. It's actually sort of chamfered around the edges. It's a pretty well done part. And the last brass piece you get is actually the muzzle, right here. And you can see they've put all the fine details in there, and of course it's a smooth bore, so it shouldn't have rifling in it, which is perfectly fine. Then the barrel itself, which is pretty well done. It's not quite as polished as some of the more expensive ones are. You can see it has the right taper and everything to it, and the little tiny drain holes here, they might be a tad small, but they can be opened up. It's better than having them large. The only difference is it's not quite polished, but actually not being polished might be better for painting to stick to it. But you can see them here, how fine they are, and obvious location for the fume extractor part. And this would be the piece here that actually plugs into the tank, whichever one you're building. So that's the barrel itself, which is pretty nice. I think for the price it is, $15, you can't really beat it, because everything else seems to go up about like $20 plus at that point, and this barrel should be adequate if this is the one you want, which as a reminder, it's the 2A46M. That's the barrel designation, and it is actually designed for the T-90, which is this tank here, which is the early T-90, T-90A tank. You can see the distinctive style of armor on it, and if we look in the book here, you can see that it uses that exact same barrel, the 2A46M 125 smoothbore. So this tank, it's perfectly fine to use on. When we come to the later style tank, this is the T90 MS version, or T90M Pro Reeve. We can look here at the various barrels that are compatible with it, and it's the 2A46M5 and 2A46M6. So this barrel will not, even though they're similar, it will not be compatible with the MS. You can see there's a bit of a difference in these pieces here and the reflector on the end of the barrel. So a modern tank like this is not good for. But there is another tank you can use it for, which is the T-72. You would have to probably really research out the tank to see if it's proper, but if you look up the specifications here, the barrels that are on the T-72, which are the 2A46, the 2A46M, and the M5. So this barrel would be perfectly fine to use on a T-72, the 2A46M. So it's compatible with the T-72s and the T-90s. You shouldn't think of it exclusively as a T-90 barrel, which is just some information I wanted to add, so people can see that it designates it for a T-90, but actually it is a little more versatile. I don't know about the T-80s or T-64s. I doubt the T-64s would have that, like the modernized gun on them, but the T-80, I'm not sure about it because I don't have the actual brochure for it. But that's the RB model 125 millimeter smoothbore gun, the 2A46M, and I think it's a good deal. It's the cheapest barrel that I've found. Other than that, I mean, you can make your own decision on it, and thank you for watching.